I want to make this very, very clear, and I want you to listen carefully to the words that I'm speaking to you right now. Pat, look me in the eye.
Okay.
I want you to listen carefully. Mm-hmm. If you two would ever say things on the air that would encourage people to protest his funeral.
Oh, man, that would be... Would that
I'd
be
be very disappointed if people acted on those words.
That sounds like a good idea, actually.
It does sound like a great idea.
I think people should do that.
And I want you to know that your encouragement is disappointing, not fireable.
Now, the way you're saying this...
you're telling us in advance it's not fireable?
It's not a fireable
offense.
But it is disappointing. It will be one of those things that I will long remember you doing.
Would you freeze our bank accounts in Zimbabwe?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Do you have a bank account in Zimbabwe?
No. But if you froze it, I'd be very upset. What about...
Do you have one in Iceland? Don't answer that. I'm going to freeze your assets in Iceland.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
If I encourage people to protest at the upcoming funeral, should there be one of Fred Phelps?
Should there be one?
Should there be? I mean, eventually there will be.
There will be one,
obviously. But
we don't know.
I think God's calling him home. I think God's saying, maybe Fred, it's time for you to come home.
I'm not sure it's the God phone that's ringing.
You don't think so?
No.
You kind of slurred your words there at the very end.
It's the phone with a really hot handle.
Yeah, the red phone.
Yeah,
the red phone.
I mean, that would be a shame, wouldn't it, if people showed up at his funeral and protested the way he did for America's heroes, the way he did holding signs, the hateful, disgusting, despicable signs.
Hasn't he been excommunicated?
Yeah, and I can't find out why. He was excommunicated from his own church for some reason back in August.
They're not giving the reason, apparently, the church.
Really quiet about it.
My belief is that...
Wait a minute, isn't this just like one family?
Pretty much. There's a few other people.
So it's like not even the Hatfields and McCoys, it's like the Hatfields and the Hatfields.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they keep excommunicating people.
And many of their own family members have been excommunicated, one of which I remember got excommunicated because she wore a bathing suit, which obviously you should.
That's crazy.
Public, by the way. Public.
Come on now.
And throw that in there.
Yeah.
On a beach.
Holy cow. I was for it before you said it was in public.
Yeah.
And I thought she was just in a bathing suit, like in her private dressing quarters or something like that, in the women's section of the house.
Yeah, no, she wore this in public. Other people could see it.
Wow.
A suit for bathing.
What a whore.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Fred said.
That's exactly. Thank you for saying it, Pat. So somebody had to say it. Somebody had to say it. Yeah. And I want you to know, this is not a swimsuit. This is a bathing suit. This is one where...
Probably a one-piece.
Yeah, she's like, she wants a one-piece to bathe, not to swim.
No.
But to be in the bathroom herself, not totally naked, just bathing.
So my belief is they know he's going to die, and they have to excommunicate him because they probably have been saying that, if you follow the one truth, you'll never die. So they want to make sure that...
Let's What's the worst thing? Is it a soldier or is it homosexuals? What is the thing that they hate the most?
They do not like the gays. They are not fans.
They don't like the gays.
They do not like the gays.
They're not fans of the gays. Okay.
They've been quite clear on that.
You gotta hope that LGBT shows out there. And
you know what? I think it would be. You know what? I don't want to become everything which I despise.
No, because you've already told us you'd be really disappointed.
Yeah, but I would freeze your assets in Finland as well if you went and did your part of the broadcast from his funeral.
That would be wrong.
Really?
Wow.
I would be very upset.
Mm-hmm.
Again, not a fireable offense.
Now, why would you tell us that if
in
you were
advance?
And
if
I'm just
so strongly reprimanded for even thinking about it.
If my programming department happened to spend a lot of money on the satellite trucks to have you be able to broadcast,
would that be fireable? There, would that be?
I don't think so.
Don't think so.
Wait, but you could get rid of these expenses. You could veto these expenses, and then
I don't. I'm more of a libertarian on things.
You don't find out about everything that happens in your company.
Nope.
You're more like a Ken Lay type of leader. I didn't know that was going on. What, they spent money to go protest at the Phelps funeral?
I didn't know that. Now, you wouldn't be going to protest.
No, we'd just be broadcasting the protest.
You'd be covering it as a news event.
Exactly right. I like that. And maybe we could...
So anyway, I was going to ask you, is there a way, I would be very disappointed if anyone would start the rumors that he was a gay soldier and it has been hiding it the whole time.
Yeah.
And if there were like fake, military IDs.
Well, I hate to tell you this.
What?
He's a gay soldier.
Holy cow.
He's been hiding it the whole time.
Has anybody
there
told...
are IDs.
I think that's why he was. I think that's why he was excommunicated.
Now, wouldn't it
it's
be
out
funny
there now. He's got to address it. It's not true.
Wouldn't it be interesting if? Well, we wouldn't. We went to cover the people who were protesting the Phelps funeral, and you were joined. You want to talk about real trouble? You were joined by the rest of his church because they had heard that he was a gay soldier. What would you do?
I don't know. That would be a conundrum then.
It would. Mm-hmm. It would.
Now, you're not encouraging any of this, though, because you'd be greatly disappointed.
I'll be greatly disappointed if anybody
If my understanding
is
correct, we would have your ire if we were to do this.
It sounds like it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sounds like you'd be very, very disappointed and angry.
And I tell you, I keep my ire locked up in safe places. Because it's not every day that when you need your ire, you need to know where it is.
Right.
And so that's why I keep it locked up in a very safe...
Where is yours?
It's locked away. I'm not going to tell you because then you might go and dig it up. Okay. Oh, I've said too much.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
But I have it, and I might give it to you or use it on you or whatever you do with ire. I might... I have it, and this might get it.
Oh, no.
Or however that would be worded.
And normally I would be very upset and scared of receiving your ire for protesting.
Not as a
Phelps.
gift.
No. Not as a gift. As a threat, really. But this is such an important issue that I think maybe we should go protest the funeral.
It sounds to me like
no.
requirement.
Now
because
that would be a fireable offense.
If what?
If you went and used my resources to protest. Because then you would become everything that we despise.
We just cover.
If you covered a news story of
others, because that would be an item of interest, would it not?
Let me tell you a hypothetical by you guys here. Like, let's say there were people protesting Fred Phelps' funeral, and to cover the event, I needed to get involved in the story. I needed to break down the walls of this story to get the truth. So you were saying you would be like... I would go undercover.
You'd be undercover as a protester, but you wouldn't really be a protester.
Oh, no. That would be everything that we hate. But what I'm saying is...
Where you're going with this?
I'm saying is we break the walls
journalism.
Well, we are doing... Thank you.
You know what this is like? This is like when it rains, and it's rained hard, right? And the sidewalk is completely dry, but the reporter gets out in the street and steps down in the gutter.
No, you know what it's really like? Last night
in the story.
Last night here on Dallas TV, a reporter was standing. There was reporting on the missing Malaysian plane. It's 10 o'clock last night. 10 o'clock news. And we have the updates
of DFW Airport.
They're at the DFW Airport. And I'm like, have they found the plane at DFW Airport?
No, but this is an airport, and they have airplanes here, too.
There are planes, just
They're
like
not missing,
these.
But a plane
There's nothing happening here at DFW that has anything to do, but you're so stupid that we couldn't report this one in the newsroom. We needed me out in front of the airport.
But yes, but something like that would be appropriate in this Phelps case, I think. Don't you feel that way?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's like For the Record is coming up about tomorrow. They're doing journalism, and we need to get into this bandwagon.
I'm thinking that this is wrong. The more we talk about it, I'm thinking this is wrong.
Right, the protesting of the funeral is wrong, and that's why we'll get the real story.
If you want to go and surround the funeral and quietly pray and be a good example.
That's a good idea. That's pretty much what we'll be doing.
Why do I feel that's not what you'll be doing?
Well, it's close to what we'll be doing.
Very close.
Hang on just a second. Wait. Okay, I was just checking in my mind where my ire was, because I may have to go get it.
No. Okay.
I may have to go get it. Fred Phelps from the Westboro Baptist Church.
Yeah, it's from his son who was excommunicated as well.
You won't believe this heinous crime.
He advocated kinder treatment
kinder treatment
of fellow church members.
Oh my gosh, he's got to go.
Not soldiers or homosexuals.
No, fellow church members.
Yeah. Fellow church members.
You can't have somebody advocating for kindness in a church.
No.
Imagine that. This goes without saying. Yeah, what an evil group of people this is.
Unbelievable.
Just taking and you see what they say about soldiers and homosexuals, but he stands up and says, you know what, we should be more kind to our fellow, even our church members, and they excommunicate him for that. Holy cow.